Warm welcome to join us for this edition of English News, and I am Abdul Ahad Mohammadi. President Karzai blamed lack of implementation of law, culture of impunity and violation of law by high-ranking government officials and foreigners for his government's disability to address widespread corruption in Afghanistan on Sunday. Mr. Karzai was speaking in a ceremony marking the World's Day of Campaign Against Corruption in Kabul. He reiterated that corruption in Afghanistan will flourish until the intermediary and foreign interference in the government institutions is stopped. His comment came after Transparency International named Afghanistan as the second corrupt country in the world. Iran's foreign ministry on Saturday summoned Afghan ambassador to Tehran as part of the protest against the recent violation of Iran's airspace by a U.S. spy drone. The official IRNA news agency reported Iran's TV on Thursday showed the footage of a U.S. spy drone brought down earlier by Iranian troops in the eastern region bordering Afghanistan. The Iranian Foreign Ministry also called for immediate explanation from the Afghan government concerning the issue and urged the country to spare no efforts to prevent recurrence of such events. Senior U.S. military chief in Afghanistan warned insurgents yesterday not to expect a political or security vacuum in Afghanistan after NATO troops withdrew at the end of 2014. U.S. General John Allen, commander of the International Security Assistance Force, said that the partnership between Afghanistan and the international community would not stop with the NATO withdrawal. The insurgency needs to understand that they cannot wear us out, General Allen added. The U.S. ambassador in Kabul on Saturday said that the combat troops could stay in Afghanistan after 2014, a deadline that White House set for withdrawal. Ryan Crocker told reporters that if the Afghan government wanted the U.S. troops to stay longer, the withdrawal could be slowed down. There are around 90,000 U.S. troops in Afghanistan fighting insurgents. Crocker's comments came as President Karzai and other Afghan officials called for political and military support for at least another decade at the Bonn conference in Germany on December 5. As fresh tensions were palpable between government forces and armed groups in the flashpoint city of Homs, some 2,000 Syrians gathered on Saturday evening for a candlelight vigil at the main square in the capital Damascus in a show of solidarity with President Bashar al-Assad and in memory of the victims of the nearly 9 months unrest. Al-Assad lately said that some 1,100 security forces had been killed by what he called terrorist groups in the country. However, the United Nations put the death toll in the past 9 months as high as 4,000. Tens of thousands of people in Moscow and thousands more in cities across Russia demanded an end to Vladimir Putin's rule and the rerun of parliamentary election on Saturday in the biggest opposition protest since he rose to power 12 years ago. The protesters showed a groundswell of anger over the December 4 election, which the opposition says was rigged to the favor of Putin's United Russia, and discontent with the Prime Minister 3 months before he tries to reclaim presidency at the polls. Clashes between opposition protesters and security forces have broken out in Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, killing at least 6 people a day after election. Authorities named Joseph Kabila the incumbent president, winner of a disputed poll. Gunfire rang out in a number of cities across the country on Saturday after Kabila's main challenger said he rejected the official results and declared himself the new leader of the vast Central African state. And that's all for now. Thanks for being with us.